Virgo, how you doing? All of my energy is spent, is what I'm hearing. So for a lot of you, you've overspent or underpaid and overspent, or you're not getting paid enough and you're just spending a lot of time or energy and focus. But they keep saying Gianna, Garth, or as well, or something to do with Wayne or Wayne's World. Sphincter! It's the sphincter lot. Listen, embrace the sphincter, Virgo. A sphincter says what? What? A sphincter says what, Virgo? Embrace the sphincter. If everybody out there is an arsehole or knows an arsehole, then please make sure that in the comment section you state, what? How you doing, Virgo? So you might notice why this is out. So I'm doing a set of readings also after this one, which is going to be Roll the Dice Tarot, okay? And it will show me a number, and I'll add the number up and then say that you could be dealing with that star sign, add that number up and then another number, and then draw some, and then draw the cards that represent, like, say if you get a 9, I'll draw a 9. You could be dealing with a Virgo, right? So we'll see afterwards. But I'm hearing that I've overspent my time and I've overspent things, or spending a lot of money is what I keep hearing, or somebody is, but like spending, they keep saying Spencer, also Frankie, or Spencer, or somebody that just messes everything up around the home. As soon as they go to pick something up, they basically drop it. Or someone's been dropped. Like, I'm just going to drop this now because I can't keep doing it. I'm spending so much effort and so much time keep doing it. So, I don't know if that's a person, or like spending a lot of time on something and focusing on it and realising that it's really not getting you anywhere. Like, I keep focusing and focusing and focusing and focusing to make it happen, unless you drive a Ford Focus or something like that. But like, I keep focusing and focusing and focusing, but to be honest, that what I'm focusing on isn't really happening. So if you're focusing on a person, maybe because you're not focusing on yourself or something like that, or you could be dealing with selfish, which would be a Piscean, okay, and I'm like focusing on you being selfish. So basically, some of you are still fighting with a person, and you're still focusing on the argument, or you're still focusing on, like I said, the ego parts, which is really like, can we do this again? Is it possible? Is it not possible? Does he love me? Does he love me not? Is there any chance? Is there not a chance? Am I waiting? Am I wasting my time? Like, just like spending a lot of energy, keep focusing on something, right? Something, or Stephen King, Lion maybe here. So you could have like Leo energies, also 8, which would mean an Aquarian. Okay, but they just keep saying, like, I keep spending a lot of time focusing on something that isn't working. So, like, if you're focusing on a lot the fact that you haven't got work, that might be why you haven't got any work, because you're focusing on too much on getting any. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm focusing on sex all the time and I'm not getting any, but that's what I'm focused on the most. Or, like, I'm focused on one thing that much that it isn't happening. Do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like this, I don't know, your main messages are just really around focus. Okay. Locusts also, something around locusts, or the name Logan or Shogun, okay, but like locusts, crickets, unless you can hear crickets, or Jiminy, Jim, Jelly and Juice and Justin Jasmine, but Jiminy Cricket, okay, so like I keep hearing like crickets, or like, what did I say there, or they're also called locusts, like a clicking noise, like rubbing one's legs together, or like, I don't know, like a vibration or a vibrator, and I'm just focused on my vibrator and I've named it something. But like, I'm hearing Bob or something like that, and I've named it Rob, or I've named it Robin or something like that. Or, yeah. But like, I'm focusing on the thing that vibrates. So whatever that is, something, or unless you're focused on me, which is good vibrations, and I'm focused on the good vibration. Like, they keep saying I'm focused on my vibrator. Good for you, Virgo. At least it don't answer you back, right? At least it gets in all of those hard to reach places, is what I'm hearing. Well, it hits the spot, so, you know. So I'm picking up that a lot of you, like, whatever it is, they're saying that you're doing something and it's reaching the right places. So unless you work at an old people's home and stuff like that called The Place, unless you're dealing with a fish, which is also a place, which would be a Piscean. But like, I seem to be reaching all of the right places, but all of the wrong places also. You got a placement of 2, which is a Libra energy here, Virgo. And I'm reaching out, like you're reaching out to someone, and they're not hitting in the right spot. It means like Oh fuck, I don't know. Something very confusing anyway, Virgo. So let's see, that's just a few channel messages for you. So let's see what the intentions are of Virgo's partner. Show me the intentions of what Virgo's partner is thinking and feeling and what they're going through, the intentions of Virgo's partner. So, well, someone's watching someone, but they may not be speaking. That's what I'm saying. You may have sent out a load of messages, okay, via this bird, but you could have sent out a lot of messages, but it isn't replied. Like the person hasn't seen the fact that you've sent a load of messages out. Or like someone's phone is built up with a load of messages and like work is piling up, and or like messages are piling up, but no one's answered it. So it's leading you to be very curious and like why this person has not spoken or answered in quite some time. A little while, or it's been a while. So yeah, it's been a while since since Sensei. Some of you, the sense that makes none. Y'all really got to be dealing with like a Libra or a Virgo, but the sense that makes none, or the nun, or some sort of like religion. But please, you guys, 2 people have said it. Do not say gang stalking, please, in my comment section. Please do not say gang stalking, because I don't want to hear all of that, because that's like jargon to me. That's like, I don't know why people say gang stalking. Just please do not say gang stalking. Okay. People don't gang stalk people. You've probably just lost your mind through an awakening, and you think that you're being watched, or you think that the person's watching you, because there's a lot of thinking about people watching people. You know, the trouble is with tarot people is that, you know, a long time ago people would say, man, they're stalking the shit out of you, blah blah blah, and you might be, but that would be you watching someone. So don't get cross-eyed and bonky-eyed. Okay, it's very curious energy. Okay. What's the intentions of Virgo's partner, please? What is going through Virgo's partner's thoughts and feelings and mind and their intentions? So yeah, the Queen of Swords, dethroned. It's more like a derobe. I'm also hearing robe. Some of you wear a robe or something like that, or a rope. Oh, you could be dealing with a Piscean on the end of a rope. Like, I'd rather put them on the end of a rope or the end of a phone. Like, why will they not pick up their phone? Why is this like so? It's like trying to speak to someone through a cup, and then through a cup, and it's like, I'm just going to send a vibration through the piece of string, and why are you not picking it up? Hello, can you not hear me? I mean, this is a Hanoi Hannah, or the name Hannah or Anna, but like a phone thing, whatever you call them. Record player, and you play it, and then it's got like a gramophone, or London Grammar. Someone could be from London, or you're listening to London Grammar, but like grammar. But your partner's intentions is the fact that they're not taking any notice. This Queen is not taking any notice of this energy here. They turned their back on it. It's too much, is what I'm hearing. Like, it's too much. I'm sorry, but it's just like, you can sit and wait all you like, but I've got things to do. I'm hearing I've got more important things than to think about you, boo. That's what I'm hearing. Because I'm hearing like, boo, guess who? And you're like, I don't know. Who? Doctor? Unless you've got to go to the doctors. Unless it's something medical and not spiritual. But like, guess who? Don't know. Doctor. Doctor who? Doctor. Yeah, Doctor Who. No, Doctor. Yeah, Doctor Who. No, my name is Doctor. Oh, is it? Oh, really? Oh, sorry, Doctor. Doctor. Doctor, Doctor. But like, Doctor Who. Really? Adoption. Some of you are looking into adoption agency, or adopting a new thing. Now, this thing has been coming up for a while. Stephen? Or like, this new thing has been coming up for a while. Okay, someone's been posting something new on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or God knows where, or YouTube. But like, this thing has been getting in someone's way. Someone thinks that their mother is getting in their way. Or somebody thinks that a thing, like, because it came up, it was an actual dog. And it was always in, like, in between someone. It was getting in between someone. Like, I can't do anything because I've got my dogs, and I can't go on holiday because I've got my dogs. Or I can't do this, blah, 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 because I've got my, like, a cat lady or something. But there's something that I can't do because this woman is in their way. Please do not look at the karmic's energy of it being someone else's fault, because you'll fuck yourselves right up there. It's someone else's. They're always in the way of our relationship. Is what I'm hearing. Unless it's a thing and it's not a person, you're not going to change a person. You could be dealing with a Scorpio energy, okay? You won't change a person, okay? Because you'll always think that it's someone else, and they'll always choose someone else, and they'll more than likely choose themselves when the energy is like, oh, it's always someone else that's in the way. It's always something else in it. Like, you know, very argumentative energy. What's Virgo's partner's intentions? Well, really, to turn their back on these messages, Virgo. Yeah, because of the dynamics. Because they're standing straight to someone's having a good old go on themselves, is what I'm hearing. Well, this is my new bob, this is my new knob, is what I'm hearing. So someone has got themselves a brand new set of wheels or motor or a new vibrator or something. But like, yeah, I'm picking up vibrations. Vibrations. But yeah, somebody, your partner, is they've rebuilt something. They're trying to rebuild themselves. Okay, so they're thinking of themselves. They're putting themselves first. Your partner, 100%, and they're not so like they are like working on something themselves. I would rather live and work by myself. I would rather be by myself. This could be a Scorpio energy, but it could also be a Cancerian because it's a 7 or a life path 7. Okay, but like, I would rather be alone and be by myself instead of really putting up with everything else that's going on in my life. And for once in my life, da, 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 Stevie Wonder. So this could be a Steve. Okay, for once in my life. Oh, I don't know whether that was upside down or not. What's the Page of Swords for Virgo? Why has Virgo's partner got the Page of Swords on their side? It's like I've got someone on my side. Yeah, there you go. Scorpio, Ironside. I keep hearing someone at Ironside, or whatever the name was of Dr. Clouseau or something on Ironside. But they keep saying Ironside. Ironside? I spy with my little eyes. Something beginning with a Scorpio. Why will they not listen to me? Why will they not change? Because they're not. What your person is thinking, this could be a Piscean, what they're thinking and feeling is like, I ain't prepared to fucking change for nobody. And if you don't like it, then I'm basically just going to concentrate on me, because I can't be doing with the drama. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news of what is going on in your partner's thoughts and feelings, but that is what is going on in their life here, right? They're taking back control of a controlling sign, which means that if a controlling sign is out of control, they will get everybody out of control, which means, right, fuck off, out, everybody out, I'm having a breather, I'm having a break, I do not want anybody around me, because I'm going to do things my way, for me, myself, whether you like it or not. And that is pretty much the energy that's coming from this person. I don't know if they're verbally speaking that though, because of this Page of Swords, because they might not be, but what they are thinking and feeling is, you know what, I am absolutely and utterly exhausted by fucking people trying to change the way I am. And if people don't like the way I am, then why the fuck is everybody always coming at me with a complaint, right? So I'm not a complaint service. This could also be a Aries. They had a lot of complaints in their readings at some point, okay, because it's a 4. You got possible Cancerian or a life path 7 or a life path 4. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. 3. Yeah, you see, they don't want to go round. They don't want to go for round 3. That's why they've turned their back on it. This is where someone is now watching and very curious to why a person doesn't want to go back into the drama school. Okay, why they don't want to is because they've turned their back on it. This is what their thoughts and feelings are, that they're had enough, they're fed up, they don't want to go back into a third party. They definitely do not want to go into anything that's dramatic. Drymatic, I'm hearing drymatic. Dry-drating, or they're just dry, like very dry sense of humour, a bit like me. Very dry sense of humour, like straight face, fuck off, like, you know, something to do with dry sense of humour. Well, that's British. If you know anybody that's British, we thrive on dry sense of humour, right? We do. So, yeah. But like, Can you just at least humour me? No. Do you want to do this again? No. That's what their thoughts and feelings are. I'm not going over it again. It's like running over the same ground. Again, the Tower. Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine. The Tower. So yeah, they're focusing on money. The King of Pentacles could be a Gemini, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, the numerology. You'll have to watch the videos below. Okay, but yeah, this person's focused on their money, their business, minding their own business. Because this person is also keeping people out of their life at home as well, saying mind your own business. My business is my business and it's none of yours. And if it's like anything to do with family, if it's anything to do with children, if it's anything to do with their mother, they're saying mind your own business. It is none of your business. And what goes on in my life, whether you're in it or whether you're out of it, it's none of your business. And like they're also going through that with their mother, if they are, is stay out of my business, stay out of my life. And well, kind of, probably not so direct as that. But yeah, they're not wanting people around them at this time. They're focusing on their money and their career and their life, and they've took control back of it in order to move on. Okay, to move on. I'm also hearing Yvonne or Siobhan, Siobhan or Evie, Stevie, Evie, Evelyn, Devlin. Every day I'm Evelyn. They're probably making music, but like the death card. So Judgment, yeah, they're going for an awakening. They could have lost a child here or something as well. Like this is a physical passing and a loss. Now that's physically the loss of a loved one, or that's the loss of a connection, or that's like I'm very curious to why things have ended, of why they're not wanting to reconcile, of why they're not picking up the phone, because this is a calling. So if somebody's called someone or sent messages out and this person hasn't answered them, it's because they're taking control back of their life and their thoughts and their feelings to concentrate on whatever they want to fucking do here. Okay, but this can actually be the loss of a friend that died. This could be the loss of well, anybody really, anybody that physically died here. Okay, so I don't know if your partner's going through grief here, grief counselling or something like that, or as a counsellor, or your thoughts are going to marriage counselling if you're married. What's the Three of Pentacles? Because they're focused, you see. 3 is focused, yeah. Their energy at the moment is do not approach. Do not approach me with any bullshit, because I ain't going to accept bullshit. To be honest, you might see this person as a very selfish, dynamic person, but it isn't. They've learned a lesson. Their lesson is that I've cut you off, I've cut you out because of a reason of, well, whatever, control, narcissism, arguing, fucking frustrated, fed up, don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm not going around this cycle anymore. I'm not going over it anymore. And their thoughts and feelings is that basically they've put a line in the sand. They've had enough. Okay. They don't want to do it anymore. But you can also watch this as a life path 9. Okay. King of Pentacles. For their partner. Yeah, 10. They're going for a cycle. They're pretty much finished. They're trying to finish a project or so and trying to get something underway and undergoing at work. But this is also like having a break and a breather. Sorry, that just came up on my phone. That's an old friend that I've known ages ago. Just came up as like a friend request. Friend request. Someone is like in the old acquiesce. I can't stand that word, but acquiesce or like Aquarius. There you go. This could be an Aquarius somewhere. Well, there's a paradox in their energy. The last one I did was Leo. That's 8, so it's Leo Aquarius. Because I'm hearing Aquarius is in this reading, even though they're not somewhere. Okay. So yeah, their thoughts and feelings are very much don't approach me at the moment because you're really not going to get much answer, to be quite honest with you. So let's roll the dice and see what you've actually got coming up. So this is something new. So I'll roll the dice, get a number, okay, and then we'll try and put some patterns together and then also draw that card from this deck to give you a bonus reading of what Spirit wants Virgo to know. So please can you give me a number, Spirit, of what you want Virgo to know? Okay, so you got 15, so you could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Gemini. Okay, Capricorn or Gemini could be the person that you're dealing with. So so it's basically 6, but we're going to take card 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15th card. Okay. And then we're going to draw you another one. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Gemini placement somewhere. Okay. And then you got 5. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Okay, a Sagittarius. Hello, there's me in there. Like, hello, it's a paradox for you. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Taurus placement. If you are, then there's a lot of dynamics here, which is Sagittarius, Taurus, a lot of argumentative behaviour. So you had 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, so you got a Libra placement somewhere here also, which is Judgment. Okay, so we want card 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th card. Okay, and we'll do one more. 10. So you could be dealing with a 1 basically. Life path 1. Okay, so I want the first card. There you go. So let's see what you've got, Virgo. So you got healing, so you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Told you. Was it that 5? That was this one. But you could be dealing with a Sagittarius person or placement. You've got life's purpose, or they're following theirs because it's still general. And then you've also got freedom. Okay, freedom of speech. I'm also hearing Richie or Richard or Rachel, but I'm hearing Richie Havens. Okay, which was freedom, freedom, freedom. Someone feels like a motherless child. That was a great song by Richie Havens. Sometimes I feel like I'm a motherless child, but it's a long, long, long way away from my home. Yeah, 'cause freedom, 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 freedom. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child, but it's a long, long, long way away from... So some of you actually feel like that you're a motherless child, or you feel like that you're a child and you just do not get on with your mother at all within yourself, and you feel completely lost and dynamically like strange, really, of where you might be thinking, you know what, I just basically want some freedom myself and I actually want some time off. So you might be looking for some time off work, or basically a break away from it, okay? You've got a life's purpose and something that is meant to be, but purpose is focus. There has to be a purpose to life, but there isn't one. So really, I always find any kind of purpose in life is not a pursuit of happiness. It's whatever it is that is making you happy, but it can't be a person. A person can't never really make you happy unless they do. But if there's dynamics and there's cutting off and there's argument, that person isn't a purpose to make you happy. Connections in life, they do not form to make you happy. They make you to realise patterns about oneself, okay? Because you end up forming a mirror. And your life's purpose is basically trying to find out where you belong. Definitely in it, okay? And where you belong and who you belong with. And who you really are, okay? Inside, and what you really want. And if your purpose is that you want this person to change and they don't, then that's not really what you want, is it? You know, because this person's thoughts and feelings here are that they are not going to change for you. That they're not going to change for you. I'm sorry to be straight up, but I am a straight shooter. Okay, their thoughts and feelings is that they are not going to change for you. They're not going to change for you. Okay, so or this could be alchemy or alchemy in you or circuit you're in, but they are not going to change for you. Okay, so the life purpose part of what I'm picking up is mainly to do with, if your life's pursuit of happiness is finding happiness with this person, then that's not really happy, is it? Okay, so a person cannot make you happy. They can make and break you, they can make you unhappy, but then you have to ask yourself, if you actually make me unhappy, then why have I not made this decision myself? And I always need to see if you're changed yet, if you've changed your mind yet, and I need to watch to see if you've changed your mind yet, or I need to watch to see if you've changed your feelings yet, and I need to see if there's any change in the condition of you really not changing. because they could be on the pursuit of their life purpose, okay, and that they want freedom away from it, okay, here. So they are healing life purpose and on the pursuit of happiness, of freedom away from this energy. That's how they think and feel, okay. But how this relates to you is that your purpose isn't really ever conditioned of a person to realise it's you that makes me happy or unhappy. Because if they make you unhappy, then you have to ask yourself the question, why am I still here? Okay. If a person makes you unhappy, because you have to look at it as a dynamic of, if there are control issues and you make me unhappy, well then you actually don't make me happy. So why do I need closure? Right? Why is it that I look for you for answers? Why is it that I look for you to take the lead? Right? So if they're not paying attention and there's been a fucking lot of arguing and screaming and going over all of this dramatic performance, then normally that requires focus, okay? Focus and healing of life purpose to find yourself of thinking, you know what, does this actually really make me happy? Is this person on the same page? Do we both want marriage? Do we both want commitment? Do we both speak and get on really, really well all of the time? You know, is our energy really vibing the majority of the time? Okay, if majority of those answers come back to you of no, and it actually makes me more unhappy because I can't change you, then you've got control issues trying to change a person that won't. And that's why they realise that there is no changing me. Okay, I am who I am. And you've got to ask yourself that question, that if I'm not good enough, but without changing, and we've done this so many times, then you're going to have to either one, find someone else, or sort yourself out here, is why there might be a vibrator there. So, you know, it's a message what I'm picking up. Okay, so why does Virgo have healing? Sorry if you can hear a lot of fan activity, but yeah, there's it's so hot in the UK at the moment. Well, in the here it is. So here, fire sign Leo normally for me, but Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is going through an energy of ego. They're realising that they're either one, not speaking to the person, or the person isn't replying to a message that got sent out. Okay, this is time out. I'm healing, I'm not speaking, I'm not talking. If you're not healing and you've reached out to a person and they haven't answered, then the message replies to the whole story. Because this is an action of thinking here and here of why is a person not reaching out to me without me actually reaching out to them. Now, if you have reached out to them and they haven't answered, that's your answer. That is your answer. They're not answering. That's a calling that is not being answered through the channeled stuff and through the reading. So do you get me? If you've reached out and they haven't answered, that's you going through healing of trying to find yourself of why it is that you're basing your energy off this fixed sign also. Because if this is a Leo placement or an Aquarius placement of 8, it's fixed. It's coming up against this energy, which is fixed. Fixed. Okay. So you're the way you are, and they are the way you are, and what you've gone is your separate ways to heal. That does not mean it's over or beginning or starting. It just means that, well, basically you're not speaking. Right. So, life purpose. Why does Virgo have life purpose? Yeah, well, your life purpose is is wanting an opportunity with this person to speak, but they're not, or like, I don't know. Well, there's an opportunity to speak, which means that something has been sent out as an opportunity, like not an opportunity, but like an offer. Okay, I'm just going to put it in your hands. And I'm just going to leave that up to you. It's your decision. I'm going to leave it up to you. But you see, you've got a very fixed, like, argumentative energy here of like, okay, I'm just going to say this, and then I'm just going to leave it up to you, whether you want to or whether you don't want to. But I don't think they've answered this. Ace of Wands. Because this could be a Leo, but it can also be an Aquarian as well. Okay, or Aries. But the Empress, Pisces, you see, they're on a life's purpose. Somebody wants children, wants another child, or you've got children. What's the Empress? Because she's taking back power. Yeah, she's in manifesting mode. You see, this could be you or your partner, but the one that's not dealing with it and that's not speaking. The person that's not answering, the reason why they're not answering their call is because they're answering their calling, which means they've got other important things to do other than think about love, life and dynamics and fighting and shouting and screaming. They're basically going off to do whatever it is that they want to be free, okay, which is here. So they're trying to manifest success in another area. Now that could be with another person, it could be with another thing, it could be with a Stephen King, it could be with another Stephen, I don't know, but they're focusing on themselves. But this is Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal, this is the mistress, so I don't know if there is another person here for this person or whatever, but what they are definitely concentrating on, or Trevor, I'm hearing also Trevor, but the life purposes is that they're basically manifesting success in other areas. Now what other areas are, I don't know. Okay. Freedom. Freedom. 10. Yeah, moving on. Yeah, 8 Leo, Aquarian energy. You've kind of got this freedom and I want free from it, but I'm also very curious to where you are. Like, how come we're not together? You know, is there a lot of distance and there's too far to travel? Is there too far to go? How long is a piece of string? How long are you prepared to wait? Because it's like I want freedom, but it's like I'm also prepared to walk away. But that can be an energy of a paradox. It can be two Leo and Aquarian, but it can be, are you prepared to let me go and be single? Probably here, because I'm hearing this energy of like, it's a struggle, it's a strain, there's a lot of distance, but then are you prepared to walk away and be single and be on your own? So which means, do you want me or don't you want me? Are you prepared to let me leave your life? Okay, but all of this energy of their intentions are leave me alone. So this could be an ultimatum. Are you prepared to let me leave your life? Okay, but it's coming from like an Aquarian or Leo. Okay, so that's what you've got just for a taste test. If you want to, on the full access bundle, that's where we're going to do the 14th until the 31st, but we're going to do them in 2 sections because I have a COVID jab coming up tomorrow and I might be ill for a couple of days. I don't really know yet, so I'm going to make sure I get these done. So I'm going to do a 14th until the 21st and then a 21st until the 31st in 2 separate readings, but in 1 video, and that's going to be your last 2 weeks of the month, okay? But you will only find it on the full access bundle. All links to everything, emails, business, everything like that, to Patron is all in the Show More section, okay? Thanks very much, Virgo. I really appreciate it. Oh, also join Angel Radio because I have some mixing and mastering stuff coming up that you'll have to watch the Leo reading where I played a message for them in that, okay? Okay, guys, thanks very much, and I'll hopefully see you over on Patreon.